I was joking. There's only 7. Again, seriously, joking. There's 1 left. You guys excited? Yeah. Tonight, he's going to be back at Yuks, not next week, the week after? I know, I'm on this week. You're on next week. You got this! Alright, guys, you guys are going to love him. He's been working his ass off. He's a musician, he's an actor, he's a jack of all trades. He's hilarious. You're going to love him. Great King.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Right off the top, I am not a metrosexual. No, I get that sometimes. Truth is, I'm actually married to a woman. Yeah, and she buys my clothes for me and stuff, right? Not a big... plus, I'm originally from Outport, Newfoundland. Yep. And I mean, metrosexual, bit of an insult. I mean, I'm baysexual, if anything. I tell you, I'm so bay. I'm a big old bay lord, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's really good to be here tonight. I'm really happy to be here for this fundraiser for Sabrina. Having fun? Yeah. She's texting, by the way. I'm stealing my jokes, eh? But it's really good to be here tonight. I am married, like I said. I have kids. Very time consuming. Yeah, it is. I don't have a lot of time anymore. The wife, and the kids, the job, the chores, family, the in-laws, one friend. Something's got to go. I'm thinking me. Wife's definitely gonna kick me out. I'm telling you, like she's getting fed up with me. Shit, man, I ain't got time to shit, man. I don't. I'm so busy. If my wife looked at me and said I'm having an affair, I would be like, where'd you get the fucking time to have an affair? I don't have time to have an affair. You know? The kids, you know, they eat up a lot of time. I love them though. I mean, I'm biased. My kids are awesome. I'm biased. I know that, right? My daughter, 2 years old, awesome. Walked early, super intelligent, knows her alphabet, knows her numbers, wicked communication. Like the other day, I was with a friend, went downstairs. My daughter was there watching television. I said, Joni, say hello. And she said, fuck off, Dad, I'm watching Dora. In Spanish, guys, seriously. She's brilliant. I said to my wife, we're going to be rich. Or really poor, paying psychological bills for this genius of a child. She's like a sponge, guys. I was mopping the floor with her the other day, and what a job. Yeah. Now my wife just had a baby. It's all right, it's not mine, so stop. Okay? You might ask how I know it's not mine. Well, it was the wrong color. Not that there's a wrong color. I'm not saying that. Some of you guys took that the wrong way. Lighten up. I mean, don't think I'm racist. Please don't. That's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. I was just kidding around, just joking. But because a wise comic once told me, he's behind this wall. He once told me that you shouldn't make jokes about the 3 hours of comedy. You shouldn't make jokes about race. You shouldn't make jokes about rape. And you don't make jokes about arithmetic. It's not funny. And he's right, I guess, but in my opinion, words are just words. Right, they are. Words are just words. It's the intention behind a word that's the problem. It's not the word itself. Like, I often do think of the N-word, right? Newfie. You can call me a newfie. I don't care. I don't. I'll know what you mean by how you say it. Right? So it's the intention. It's not the word. In my opinion, in a perfect world, my good friend, next door neighbor, Jamal, yeah, Jamal could come up to me and go, yo, Noof, I just raped that arithmetic exam. And I could freely respond with, damn, neighbor. My my kid looks just like you, and we can talk about stuff. Don't be all nervous, you know? Great time for kids, though, these days, if you're a kid. It is. It's a great time to be a kid. Kids got everything these days. When I was growing up, and talk to me about this. Anybody got kids? One person. Way to populate the earth, eh? But yeah, it's a good time to be kids. When I was growing up, like, the kids these days got tooth fairy. Like when I grew up, all I got was a new tooth. That was it. And they're all walking around with cell phones. I mean, Mom would give me 2 cans, and I'd have to buy a piece of string myself. Right? Most of them got 2 sets of parents. Sounds great to me. It does. Let's get to know each other a little bit. You want to talk about something? Sabrina? Sabrina, that's a nice name. Did you pick that one yourself? Or? You did. She's like, yeah. Did you change your name? What was your name originally? No, you lied to me just then. I thought we were close. I did. What's your name, Matt? I wouldn't be able to pronounce that. That's not thinking very much of me now, is it? He's like, Bob. I'm like, Bob, you got me, Bob, Bob, Bob. Oh. What is your name? I can't pronounce that, man. Letono, or I think it's named after a business. Letono, where are you from?
From here?
Hey, you hesitated, man. You're like, stop asking me. I'm gonna be dead tomorrow. Oh my God. I asked Letono, Bob, some questions. My name's Greg. Yeah. Anybody get your name wrong? Like anybody ever pronounce it wrong? People call me Craig. You're surprised. You're surprised. That's sweet. But yeah, they call me Craig. And I tried. I'm like, Greg. And they're like, hey, Craig. You forgot my name was Greg. That's why you said it. Oh, really? I wasn't paying attention to you, anything you were saying. You have kids, really? But yeah, they call me Greg, even to the point, Craig, even to the point where I started introducing myself as Craig. They say, what's your name? And I'd say, Craig. And they'd like, hey, Craig, how's it going? And I was like, ah! Because I hate when people mess up my name, or names of things. So I just said, yeah, they do that too often, right? So I'm like, it's Greg, like Greg's List. But yeah, names are weird. Anybody have any nicknames growing up? Bad nickname? No? Nobody wants to? Maybe I should ask Sabrina. She's talking to me often.
I did.
I had a nickname growing up. Shit his pants. No, I'm kidding. It was shits his pants. It was plural. Rough being me when I was young. But has anybody thought about who's naming stuff out there? That's somebody's job, right? Somebody got a fucking SWAS program to do that job. Because there's some stupid names out there. Right? There are. Like, I think about simple things like unicorn. There's no piece of corn coming out of that thing's head. It's a unicorn. Right? Right? I'm going to be a few more minutes if that's okay. I just got to get this point out. And then one more thing. Unicorn, right? Uranus, what fucking college Frank named that? We're all drunk like, oh, this name is Uranus. I'm just saying, don't be pissed off if some drunk guy shits on the poop deck. Don't be. I mean, they named, like, places. Places got weird names. Someone said earlier, come by chance. I don't even know what the fuck that means, right? Every time I go by, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm like, Dildo's right by Spread Eagle. It is. Check your maps. Back home, where I'm from, we had this guy named his video store after his wife Peggy and son Shane, we had penis video. No, and then these two old women opened up A&S Bakery. What's wrong with them, right? Some job, I met a guy, Jobs, right? Jobs named weird things. The guy said he was an erection specialist. Now it's a person who builds towers, right? And I'm glad he told me right away because I had a pile of other questions for him. I was like, help a brother out. No, you don't think. Illnesses. Asperger's. I know, but I mean, I'm sure Bob Asperger would have loved it. And then call it Bob's disease. Call it that or something. I, in my life, have met an Anita Dyke, a Richard Head, and a Harry Butt. And I don't mean to be so pissed off about this, but, you know, I'm just worried about poor little Harry Butt who ends up with Asperger's. I don't know! You know? Alright, Sarah, I got something quick I want to do, and then I'm ready. Yeah. I meet a lot of people from away. Anybody here from away? You are. Yeah. Where are you from again? Oh yeah, you don't talk about that. So. I meet a lot of people from away. Screeched in?
Yes.
You've been screeched in? All right, Dita is, yeah, close, my buddy. Yeah, yeah, nice guy, yeah. We're a refresher course later on. Okay, so I met a lot of people. Sometimes I think people like yourself possibly don't need to be screeched in. Like they kind of fit the Newfie criteria anyway, so it's a pile of, it's a waste of time. Yeah, so I came up with a list of things you might want to consider if you're thinking about getting screeched in, but you don't have to, because you might already be a Newfoundlander. The title's tentative, I wrote it on the top there, guys. So it's things you might want to consider if you're thinking about getting screeched in, but you don't have to, because you might already be a Newfoundlander. Number 1, if someone says duck and you look up, are you sisters? I'm just curious. You gave me a straight look. All right, this one's for you. Are you from Newfoundland? Of course. How am I supposed to know that just by looking at you? Yeah. Smoke hanging out of her mouth. With a fishing net. Drilling oil. All right, number two. Things you might want to consider. If a 2-liter bottle of pop is the centerpiece to your dining room table, you might already be a Newfoundlander. Number 3, if someone says they're serving salad and you think, I wonder what flavor potato and mayonnaise that'll be. You might already be a Newfoundlander. This might apply to some of you guys. If you go out drinking before you go out to get drunk, you might already be a Newfoundlander. Did you waste your time on this whole screeching thing? And you're like, yeah, well, there's never a waste of screech, I can tell you that. Number 5. If you see the sun about as much as a deadbeat dad sees his, I'm getting real now, lovers. You might already be a Newfoundlander. Number 6, if growing up, all your friends were white except for the doctor's kids. Well, there you go. D-I-N! 2 more. If your house is a little bit bigger than your cabin, which is a little bit bigger than your shed, and nowhere near the size of your truck, you might already be a Newfoundlander. And last but not least, guys, and you've been a lovely audience, I'm here next week. If you're from Alberta, You might already be a Newfoundlander. That's all right.